welcome to this week's Pick a Card reading. Are you doubting your intuition? So for today's reading, I will be using the Connections Oracle, 2nd edition Connections Oracle, to bring through your messages for today. We're not going to be reading the mediumship part of these decks. We're going to be reading the top parts to see how they can help bring some insight into your week ahead or what's going on around you. Please take a moment and choose from one of 3 groups to find your answer and your solution. Group 1 is the key. Group 2 is the broom. Group 3 is the feather. Please take a moment and I'll be back with your reading. You've selected the key, which can indicate something around your house or your environment, your home, your sanctuary, the place in which you set up to do your intuitive work. It can also indicate unlocking the keys or the secrets to unlocking your own intuition. So let's get into your reading here with the cards that are laid on the table for you, Group 1. Now, first of all, we have the teacher, the heavy burdens, the seeker of information, bound by struggle, deception or dishonesty, and nurture. So let's put these into a reading for you, Group 1, and let's try and understand where your blocks comes when it comes to your intuition or doubting yourself. So first of all, I feel that your understanding of the messages that come through may be layered with wisdom, but also struggle to interpret the message or understand where the message is coming from. There's a deep curiosity in you. I feel that energy around you. You seek knowledge like a true student. We have the teacher with the curiosity card here. Now, the teacher appears offering insight, yet you question that insight and where it truly comes from, because here we have the deception card or this dishonesty. So you're always worrying about where this information is coming from and if this information is correct or the messages coming through are correct. So that is a number 1 hurdle or obstacle in your path to your intuition and whether or not you're doubting yourself, you're doubting your messages. It seems to be a doubt of where the information is coming from and if you're relaying that information or understanding that information in a correct way. As a curiosity seeker, you hunger for deep truths. Here with this card here, it's the kind of Sagittarian energy up here with the Sagittarius card. Yet in your quest to validate every single point that comes out, it feels like it could be a little bit exhausting. So what feels like it's going on here is we've got this heavy burden card sitting next to the curiosity card. So each message that comes through becomes an exhaustive heavy burden as you try to overanalyze every single message here. When every thought is dissected, its natural flow is disrupted, leaving you bound by struggle rather than clarity. Instead of just letting the process flow and just allowing each message to come through as they do, instead of over-analyzing every message as they come through. So the curiosity seeker there, when you try to validate every single insight, you risk overlooking what is already known. Truth does not always require proof, it requires trust. So just going with the flow of the message and just trusting that the information coming through is correct without your own personal spin or interpretation to the message. I see this here because you have the self-centered card over here, indicating that a lot of times you analyze and bring that message back to yourself and your own interpretation instead of just trusting the universe here with the messages that they're bringing through. Now the moon card over here, which is the Cancer card ruled by the moon, talks about nurturing energy, but the moon amplifies your intuition. It's quite an intuitive sign. It illuminates hidden truths and pushing subconscious messages to the surface. So it brings messages out to the surface for you to be able to have that heightened intuition. This heightened awareness can also lead to emotional entanglement because we're talking here about the Cancer sign. It doesn't mean you have Cancer sign in your chart. You have it somewhere, obviously, but not Cancer strong. It is talking about the traits of the Cancerian. So this emotional entanglement that's going on here over this card with these 4 cards sitting together, it can make each signal or each message that's coming through to you feel like more like a puzzle rather than a guide. So it's more about over analyzing each thing and really just taking it to heart and to mind about your own input into the message here. Now, the reading encourages you to nurture your own intuitive voice. This is the energy that's coming out of these cards together. So in your own intuitive gifts as you receive them, and you need to learn to nurture those and trust that what's coming from you is correct and what's coming from the universe is correct. So it's about in nurturing each gift that you have, not comparing it to other people's gifts, but nurturing the gifts that you have. Intuition flows best when it's received and not dissected. This is the energy coming out of your cards here. You turn it into heavy burdens and doubts, because we're doubting over here, when you dissect every message instead of just allowing it to flow. Trust in the guidance that you feel rather than the need to unravel where the source of the message comes from or what the analytical meaning of the message is. You need to let the whole message flow through first. Your inner wisdom is speaking here, so it's saying you need to let that part of you be heard instead of the analyzing part going on in your mind. So I hope this helps, Group 1. I hope that it will help you understand where blockages may be in your intuition or why you're starting to doubt your intuition in some way. If you can just let go and just trust the flow of the message that comes through and leave the analyzing part or taking it to ego self here instead of just trusting that it's coming from a divine source. So hope this helps you, Group 1. I hope it makes sense. If Group 1 is this is you, just drop me a comment, let me know, and let me know what this means to you. So how you interpret this energy and what parts stand out the most to you, Group 1. So thank you so much for joining me, Group 1. I will see you again next week. Group 2. You've selected the broomstick. So here your message is moving forward in action. Now, broom can also indicate forward movement, because this is the transport of the witch. The witch on the broom lifts you up, raises you up, levels you up, but also propels you forward. And because you have the card of moving forward, then this is all about taking action and stepping across boundaries or over hurdles or obstacles in order to move forward or raise yourself above your doubts and fears here. Because the question here that we are looking at is, are you doubting your intuition? Now, the cards that you have are all about your insecurities or your feeling safe, your reunion, which can be about working with other people or about mediumship abilities here, reuniting people with past loved ones. So strong mediumship abilities for you, Group 2. Also, the protector card aligns with card 1, indicating there's a need to feel safe or your level of protection when you're reading, especially for other people and your energy against other people's energy here, so protecting yourself there. Now, forgiveness card also can indicate finding peace and security within your readings. And then we have the planning well or setting the intentions for yourself when you're receiving messages. So your path towards trust in your intuition continues, but I feel there's a lingering insecurity around you. It clouds your ability to fully embrace what you receive here. Now, doubt whispers that this may be wrong, that your signs may not be validated, but your intuition thrives in confidence, not hesitation. So you need to be more confident here with this card of security, and I feel the block or the hurdle to security is insecurity. So here it's saying that your intuition is going to thrive once you become more confident in yourself, rather than the hesitation or the always questioning your safety or your protection. Obviously, first of all, you must make sure you're using your protection and you've got strong protection around you, and trust that the universe and your guides want to guide and help you here with receiving your messages in a safe, protected way. So to pull forward, you need to focus on the needs of others. This is where the energy needs to go. So it's about your mission and your intention here. So what is the real reason why you're wanting to receive messages? Is it to help other people? Is it your strong mediumship abilities and the feeling you get from reuniting someone with a loved one on the other side, or bringing the messages through for clarity and understanding when somebody comes to you for a reading? So these are the things that you need to focus on instead of focusing on if you feel safe or secure with someone's energy, or if you feel insecure about your own reading style. Instead, focusing on how you can help the person you're reading for, the job that you're doing that's reuniting them with their loved ones on the other side, or bringing them the messages that they need to hear at the time. When you spend your energy tuning into others, you may forget to center your own intuition or center the thoughts around your own insecurities here. So while guiding others is powerful, neglecting your own trust in your abilities weakens the foundations from which you work. So you really do need to focus on helping others, guiding others, but really understand your protection and your connection with your own spirit team and how they're there to help you just like you're there to help others. So feeling safe and protected is a big thing because we have it in two ways. We have security and safety and protect to feel safe. So we have it in two different ways in your deck. So this is your big hurdle, your big doubt here that's helping block a little part of your intuition or your security and confidence around your intuition. So in order to connect freely and without fear, you may need to cultivate a space of energetic security. This is the home card. So a place where you feel your environment is fully protected, fully energized, a space of energetic security. So if you can set that space or sanctuary zone up for yourself, this is going to overcome a lot of the issues around that we could be feeling. If it's your space where there's only a space of high vibration and positivity, love, bliss and joy, then this energy, of course, is always going to radiate in a very protective and high functioning or high vibrational way. So this is the biggest thing that you're needing to do. Set aside your own energetic space, or altar is another way of putting that, to help boost your security that way. So it's always a place you go to sit down to do your spirit work. So this card reassures you that you trust in yourself it will be strengthened when you create a space where vulnerability is protected. So you don't feel vulnerable in this space. It's a space of great high strength and safety and white light protection. So allowing the intuition to flow without any interference or any blocks at all, because you've set aside that space that's always going to be vibrating in a beautiful, protected way. Now with the Dove card here and finding the peace is going to come when you let go of external validation. You embrace the messages with ease instead of questioning whether your insights are correct. So step into knowing that they are meaningful and that they're helpful to other people. So as long as you're focusing on what the job is and how you're here to help instead of how your message is received, this is where once you find that peace in yourself about the good that you're doing, this is really going to help your intuition thrive here. So it thrives in a calm acceptance, not forced analysis of each of the messages or the scenario going around your environment. So the scenario of your environment, once you can clear that space, then that no longer becomes a blockage or a hurdle for you. So first thing you have to do is really find a space where you feel safe, protected, and in high energy. So then you know when you always come into this space, it's about bringing through beautiful messages for other people. And then you can focus on the job at hand, which is to help people, helping people bring clarity into their life or to reconnect with loved ones. So this is really what your focus needs to be on, how you're helping others and not anything else here. What your intention is. Your intention is to help guide others or bring through messages or help reconnect them. So once you focus on that part, it brings a lot more intuition, and once you know that it's meaningful, it feels like it's more free flowing. The energy feels more free flowing for you, and there's no blockages. So there's only two little hurdles that I see for you, group 2. Quite strong energy around you and big powerful cards here on the table, but you do really have to set aside and have your own space, because that's very important here. Now lastly, the card of setting intentions, which is down here, the grasshopper with being intentional and planning. It says it asks you to be intentional about your readings, not just in how you deliver your message, but also how you receive your messages. When you step into your space, your sanctuary, to receive each intuitive experience and clarity with purpose, doubt will fade and truth will emerge. That's the overall goal here, is set your intentions in your beautiful space. And this is really going to help here, help any blockages, to allow that free flowing energy for you, group 2. So you've got to trust that your intuition is speaking for a reason. You need to set your foundation. You need to clear your mind and let the messages come, not with fear, but with certainty, the way you are meant to receive them. So group 2, I really hope that this helps and resonates with you. Let me know if this is you, group 2, and if there's anything here that stands out and is most important to you. So thank you so much for joining me, group 2. I will see you again next week. Welcome back, group 3. You are the feather group. Now, the cards that you have on the table are about memories, your own personal experiences, and about how you analyze and interpret your messages and your experiences you have had in the past, and how they can relate to current events, things around you at the moment, or messages for other people. So that the struggle comes here when you are interpreting why you are thinking about a past memory of your own, and how is that connected to the current situation or the message for the person you are reading for. Now, the thankful card, the appreciation card, is always remembering to be thankful and grateful to every message that you receive. You also have the release card, the drained card, and the letting go card. So let's take a look at how these energies work together, group 3, and what could be any blocks or hurdles within that you're doubting your own intuition. Little things that you could shift or change in order for you to be more free flowing, or to be quite high energy, or you already are high energy. I feel that in you, group 3, very empathic, very strong reader, but I feel that we all could make changes. We all could, and I feel there's some things in here that could really benefit me as well, and some things around situations with my own reading. So here, let's get into your reading. Now, your intuitive journey, I feel, group 3, is deeply connected to your past memories. This is a way that spirit communicates through you. They'll bring you little thoughts of songs, or thoughts of little experiences you've had, emotions you've had in the past, because we're sitting on top of an emotion card. And here, this is to be interpreted into a message, and this is they use as a tool experiences that you've had to be able to help bring through the current reading. Now, this brings through wisdom through personal experience is the best way to describe that situation. Spirit speaks in familiar ways, using moments that you've lived to help interpret truths for yourself and for others. However, navigating these connections can feel a little bit overwhelming or confusing, leading to this confused mind card here. Now, where the meaning behind a message isn't always immediately clear, trust that the clarity comes when you step back and allow the insight to flow naturally. Now, we've got the appreciation card, just reminding you, it's a gentle reminder for you to give thanks for every message that you receive. Even when interpretation feels difficult, you still need to honor the original message or memory that comes through. So honor this guidance with gratitude. It strengthens your connection. You need to create a space where intuition can thrive without resistance, and instead of trying to seek clarity or release some of this confusion that goes on with the interpretation, you say, thank you, Spirit, for this message or this memory. I know the answer will come to me. So yet, as a deep empathic soul here with the card of the releasing sadness or feeling sadness, you must be very mindful of your own energy, because it's sitting next to a drained card. So this warns of emotional exhaustion. So when readings take so much from you that you struggle to recover, because you put so much in energy-wise that you can struggle to recover. It can leave you feeling a little bit drained here. So releasing here is your solution. Now, we've got release, and we also have letting go. So learning techniques that will clear your energy and detach from the weight of the emotions that are not your own. That's one of your biggest hurdles. It's not that you doubt your intuition. It's about being able to let go of what is not yours and what you've brought through. Now, it could raise memories from the past that could trigger trauma experiences in you, but please understand that it's not doing that for the intention of raising trauma issues for you. It's bringing through a message for somebody else, but you need to let that message go and say, okay, thank you for that message. Let that energy go, because you don't want to keep reliving whatever past experience this is. It came through for an important reason, to help somebody else going through something similar, but it's not there for you to stay lingering to keep reminiscing about this energy here. There's very much a need here for you to learn to let go and release messages once they come through, not dwell on them, even if they are coming through as a past memory for you. So releasing is definitely your solution. Learning techniques that are going to clear your energy and detach from the weight of these emotions. This is going to be a huge benefit to your reading and your intuition. So you need to let go, invite, it's this like letting go card down here, I had to go, or letting go. This is releasing and letting go. It is about trusting and surrendering to the process. So not every message needs to be unraveled immediately. Some truths reveal themselves in time. So that's where the message or the memory comes through, and you say, and it may be unclear at the time why it's coming through. You give thanks and gratitude for that message and say, thank you, Spirit. I know that this is going to mean something to me, and I'll understand it in time. This is where letting go of analyzing at the time of the message coming through. So just understand that it will eventually unfold for you, and you will start to get more revelation over time as to what this message was. So instead of trying to force the understanding, which can also lead to energetic depletion, which is this one here, you need to release the attachment to control, allowing intuition to unfold with ease and stress, and be thankful and grateful for the message that come through. I feel that you have a very strong gift, especially the empathic energy over here, but I feel that your well-being is most important. It must come first. Let your intuition speak, but you yourself need to rest and learn to let go, even if those messages are coming through as memories that are triggering you in some way. Spirit are only bringing them through because they know that you're strong enough to be able to have the mechanics or the tools to let these things go and understand the purpose that Spirit brought them up in the first place. It was for a message, and not to just torture you with past experiences or keep you stuck in the reminiscing. It's only coming through in a way to help and guide yourself or others. It's asking you to learn to allow the message to come through, be thankful for that message as it has come through, and then release that message and let it go and move on to the next one, because that way you're not sitting in sad energy or past experiences, which again is going to really deplete your energy. You need to be sitting in a higher vibration, not a lower vibration, but understand that it was necessary during that reading or that message for that vibration to come through, because it validates and it is important for the person that is receiving the message, that they are understanding and or know that you are understanding of what they are experiencing, or that you can really tap in and feel the energy of what they are feeling. But then you need to let it go and not hang on to that energy so it doesn't drain you. So group 3, beautiful energy around you. I hope that message means something to you. Let me know if this is you. Let me know if there's a certain aspect of this reading that really resonates with you, and I will be back again for your pick a card reading next week.